Go or-
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we're gonna get started.
Thank you. Sorry.
Can't go by that clock.
So excited. Yeah, so excited.
I'd like to call the Finance Committee meeting to order, and we're gonna get started with resolution number one. Authorization for the Chairman of the Board of Supervisors to approve the annual renewal of
Move it.
existing contracts.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number two, authorization to enter into an agreement with Greater Hudson Promise Neighborhood for the
Move it.
provision.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number three, authorization to accept the 2024 statewide investment in Morse Swimming.
Aye.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number four, authorization to reappoint two members to the Columbia County Board of Health.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number five, authorization to contract with speech language pathologist Julia.
Move it. Move it. Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. You didn't have to say that name.
I thought.
Resolution number six, authorization for the Health Department to enter into a data use agreement.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number seven, authorization to renew annual contracts with
Move it.
various providers.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number eight, authorization to renew
Move it.
annual contracts with grant
Second.
funding. Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number nine, authorization to renew affiliation
Move it.
agreements.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 10, authorization for the Department of Human Services to increase the
Move
DHS.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 11, authorization for an agreement to provide Tweedy County Recovery Services.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 12, authorization for the Department of Human Services to modify the 2024
Move
budget
it.
to accommodate.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 13, authorization for the Department of Human Service to accept 2025 OASIS.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's where you're.
Carried.
He's not feeling well
Oh,
today.
yeah. Resolution number 14, authorization for the Office of the Aging is requesting to continue participating in the Everhome.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 15, authorization for the
Move it.
office.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 16 in public safety, authorization to accept the 2023 domestic terrorism
Move it.
prevention grant.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 17,
Second.
motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 18, authorization for the sheriff's office to accept the
Move it.
police traffic service grant.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 19, authorization for a sheriff's office vehicle to be declared surplus property and
Move
sent
it.
to the county
Second.
auction. Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. County government, resolution number 20, authorization for the real property tax service agency to fill the position of
Move it.
tax map technician.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution 21, authorization for real property tax service agency to enter into an agreement with the town of Clarac
Move
to
it.
provide
Do we
partial
have to?
verification.
Do I have to abstain? I'll second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 22, authorization for the officials designated to approve New York State real property tax law correction of
Move it.
errors less than 2,500. Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 23, authorization,
Second.
motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number
Move
24,
Second.
motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
There's three grants there.
There's three,
So
yes,
those are all the
there's,
three. Okay.
Electronic poll grant, general election grant, and the ballot box. Resolution number 25, authorization to revise the Columbia County lactation accommodation policy.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 26, authorization for the MIS department to enter into intermunicipal agreement with the towns, villages, police, and fire department.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Public Works, resolution number 27, authorization to declare highway unit number 39. It's a 2005 Chevrolet pickup surplus equipment.
Move it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 28, authorization to increase the request for the municipality tip fee rate at the scale at Report Transfer Station
Move it.
for both municipalities. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 29, authorization to renew budget period and accept reimbursement
Move it.
funding.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 30, authorization to create and fill one full-time labor position at the request of the Office of the Court Administration.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 31, authorization authorizing the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors and the Commissioner of Public Works to approve a change order for additional work.
Move it.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 32, authorization for the chairman to award and execute a construction contract for the installation of. I just have one question on this.
Yeah.
So is this why we put a standing seam roof, not just a cheaper roof? Did it have a standing seam roof?
No, it had asbestos shingles. If you remember, this is the one the vultures ripped the asbestos shingles off of.
Okay.
This is our brand new building.
Poison. The-
Is there any
But the standing
insurance?
seam today, the clip standing seam is really a lot more,
Because this is not a big
better.
building.
Huh?
It's not a big building, right?
No,
How big is the building?
1,500 square feet or something,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like $28,000 for a roof. Why don't we just use regular metal?
because that's screw down type of thing, right? You know,
Yeah.
and this is leak proof basically, you know? The screw down always leaks.
They use it on
I know, I do too. but,
more roofs
It
and
leaks,
all over
you
the
know,
place.
it leaks, you know? Yeah, that high screw down roof, it's all.
Morton
fixed,
uses it in every building they build. I just, all right. Okay, so we have a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 33, authorization for the chairman of the Board of Supervisors to execute any necessary agreements.
Move it.
Second.
We have a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 34, authorization to award and execute a construction contract for the construction of a new 911 call center addition. to
Move it.
the
I'll move
existing.
it. Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Yeah, I have a question. I don't think it's gonna change the vote necessarily, but did this, I think the last time I heard about this project, it was at a much lower price, wasn't it? Like at 1.4.
It was projected at 1.6. The bids that originally came in at about 3.7.
Yeah.
So we rebid it and it came in at 2.6.
Wow.
It's, a lot of it's the cost of materials, cost of labor.
And that was a point of contention, obviously, because the engineers and architects gave us an estimate of 1.6, 1.7, and then
Yeah.
it came in at 3.7.
Yeah.
So we wanted to know basically who screwed that up, you know?
And it went through the period of COVID too, but it took some time. so.
Still, I still believe that, yeah, somebody screwed that up.
My-
Anyway, we rebid it a second time, and this is where
The bids this time were very good. I think they're all high. I mean, I gotta tell you, I think all the prices are high. But you know, when you get 5 bids from plumbers or general contractors and they're all in a range, then you go, okay, that's the price. You know, it may be high, but that's the price.
The other issue, Mike,
We had
the
good
first
bids.
time we only bid by one person. Right, this, we had much more participation.
Yeah.
30
Maybe the
bidders.
timing of it was, maybe the timing of it was important
Yeah.
because this was bid now to start in the spring, where the other one was bid to start in the summer. Everybody was already busy.
Right.
So there was a lot of factors in
Yeah.
there, but I think that, as you know, the pricing is high.
How do
And
you
in
feel
my-
about? Yeah.
I was just saying, in my experience in New Lebanon over the last 5 years, there's been so many times that the engineer or architect has said this and it's triple. And I'm going, you guys need to update your pricing. I get that COVID raised prices, but,
They get whatever the traffic there, basically, these guys.
Right.
you know.
right,
And a lot of these contractors are gonna throw high bids in, either because of the timing or they don't want the work, really want the work.
right.
Right.
Or because we're the county and they think we have a lot of money, the prevailing wage, of course. Yeah,
It's
it's
$800 or
$800.
$900 a square foot. Do the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So the first bid was over $1,000 a square foot. This is $850 a square. foot.
And they say the average right now is 250 to 350. So
No, not on.
No, it's not.
Not
No.
on commercial.
You can't build a pole barn.
And it's not on- and it's not on residential, so I don't know where you got that number. It's not even close.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. HVAC, you look, that sounds high, don't it? Or
It is high,
was that rebid also?
it was rebid and we got very competitive, and we got some good competitive bids on it.
Mhm.
The system's got some redundancy in it because of the server room and things like that.
Okay.
The type of equipment that they used, kind of a high-tech system, it's more of a chiller system. Trying to meet energy efficient standards. and
What's
stuff
the
like that.
brands that they use?
Mitsubishi,
Okay.
I think.
But still, Jim, I'm sorry, $500,000 on 3,000.
On 3,000 square foot building.
You can't justify it. You can talk all you want, you can't justify it.
I don't
So
disagree.
It's
but
absurd.
I know what
if a
it's like.
million's an ARPA 500,000 state grant, so is the rest in the 25 budget?
It's gonna be part of the, it'll be bonded.
Yeah.
Okay, but those bond payments and the bond fees and everything are already in
Gotta go.
the 25 budget.
Jim, you want to answer that?
No, they're not.
We won't pay this in 25.
It'll be 26.
Yeah.
But
We
it'll,
will bond it when it becomes
Yeah.
required.
it'll be an increase, we've been talking about over years projection and 25 we're already, so it'll be
We opened up the bid time too, we're making it.
Yeah.
Longer into next year before they build. I think that was the problem with the last build, is they made it very short,
That's right.
so that it. Okay, so resolution number 34, do we have a motion in a second?
yeah.
All
I
right,
just
all
have
in
one
favor?
other quick question
Okay,
to Ron, because if you look at the plumbing
Yeah.
price, and then you look at the electric and the heat, the electric and the, heat HVAC is ridiculous. And the plumbing seems like it's in line, and that seems to be in a lot of these projects. Is there a reason for that? Seems like electrical and heating and HVAC is absurd, and then you get the plumbing, I just saw this like
Well, I thought the plumbing was absurd here too. There's only a small.
$45,000.
You know,
Yeah.
there isn't much work there,
that
but
includes the fixture zone, everything like that. That does it?
Yes.
yes.
That's one bathroom?
Yeah.
So the HVAC,
That's a bathroom.
And the kitchen.
any of these things, code drives the standards. And, I'm not saying that the engineer, over designs it. They're designing it to what code standards are, but code standards increase all the time. And this building has a specific set of codes because it has to be completely independent and self-sufficient in case of a disaster. So there's a lot of things they throw in there that I think are redundant and make the project cost more money. But it's complying with New York State code. Why can you go to Florida and still buy a house where they're building 2x4 walls and single pane glass windows and a concrete slab? And you say, well, I bought a house for $200,000, big deal. You can't begin to do that in New York State because of code, And this building has got some extreme code requirements because of the type of building that it is. And I didn't realize that going into it. None of us did when we started. We thought we were going to put an addition on the 911 bill, the fire training building. But then when you build a 911 center, it has to meet a whole nother design criteria.
Do we have somebody that's gonna monitor, like a clerk of the works?
Oh, yeah, that's part of this contract there.
GC.
The consultant will have to do that.
Is the consultant gonna be out there
Yep.
checking
Yep.
each area of this?
So it's
So,
2.8 million. It seems like we need a call center, but it's also a lot of money. I guess sort of temperature check, like we're doing this.
Yes.
okay, we have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, finance, resolution number 35, authorization for the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to enter into a one-year extension of contract with WB Mason.
Move it. I have a backwards.
We have a motion, motion and a second, all in favor?
Didn't look like the
Opposed?
mortgage tax did it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ready for now,
Sorry.
Resolution number 36.
That one I'll vote second.
Okay, motion is second, all in favor?
Can I have some of Stuyvesant's money?
I don't know where that came from, but I'm happy to get it.
Did you get unusually high?
Oh,
No, you
yeah.
want cloud racks. 1.5.
Quiet.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, I hope he likes to share.
Mortgages.
Oh, yeah.
You should be sharing.
bacon up there. Because the first van was terrible.
Yeah.
Is that about it? You all done? Anybody else have anything? Any motion to adjourn?
I'll make that.
Second, all in favor?
He made.
I spoke. Thank you.
Hold on.
You come here to vote on it.
I did a real estate transfer.